Hi guys, and here, welcome to episode 26 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play, and we're back here outside the house, and today I want to focus on bridges, or more specifically one bridge, and that is that one going across there. That one is definitely going. Decided I'm not going to keep it. In all fairness, I don't know how far over that way. I will extend the house anyway, but so that can go. This one, I'm still not sure if I'm going to keep it or not. So I think to start off with, we'll get this one in place, get that all sort of done and finished, and make sure we're happy with that. And then after that, I want to then think about the pathway from the barn, what goes through the fields and out, what goes out to the tree farm, and get that in place as well. So I can potentially get my horse or donkey, go right down here, around, out, and then straight down to the tree farm with no issue. I then want to think about the pathway which goes from the house through the forest and down to the Trail Ruin Museum. Two pathways, what will get me to everywhere in this world, in this part of the world anyway, at least, and get them all set up. Then I'll make a decision whether I'm going to keep that bridge or not. In all fairness, I only ever really use it when I want to go over there to look back at the house. But now I have things like this, which is the FreeCam mod. I can do that myself anyway, easier, and I've got better control over looking around as well. So it's not as necessary now. I don't use it generally that much for going backwards and forwards to the barn. I always tend to use that one anyway. So let me get some materials, and then we'll go make a start on getting, well, the initial pathway going over, and then constructing the bridge. Right, we're back, and I've now widened this to 3 wide. I've used grass because I want to make this dirt pathway anyway, so that's there. This is the centre of the bridge, and I'm thinking now I either want to have one big, let's go over to this side of it and have a better view. It's now a case of how am I going to support the bridge going across, because I need to put some supports in. So I could put in one big column, where is it, there, which will be just right at the edge of the river, and then maybe go a bit near that edge, put a column, a bit near this edge, put a column. No column there, but have big arches like this, like a big sort of curved suspension bridge, or a big column in the middle, and then 2 smaller arches. And then the middle bit here, I could always take it up a little bit, have like a little bit of a, not a tower, so it's more like a little watch point. Do I need something like that there? It's not that much of an excessive bridge. I mean, it's quite a large one. It says 85 blocks wide. I've got some stone with me here. So if I sort of go, and then we come this side as well, we have that like there, and then put 2 arches. So, yeah. So you think got a pillar there, strengthen that up there, and put an arch in over there, and then this arch will go around here and into sort of like the side of this hill. Look like a support into the hill, because that's more of a slope, where that's more of a cliff face. I think that would work. So I think what I need to do now is get that pillar in place. Once that pillar's in place, texture it all up. I think the last bit to be inputted will be the arches. So then once I've done that in place, I need to put some sort of decoration around the edge of the bridge as well. And on top of it, I'm not going to put a tower there. I don't think I'll put anything there. Don't think that's necessary. But more and more thinking about this bridge, the less I'm thinking I want that bridge. And I definitely don't want that bridge. So, but we'll get this one in place. That can go anyway. And then we'll worry about that one afterwards. So let me get this tower in place, and then see where we are after that. I think I need some more materials. Oh, one thing I have done as well, I've sort of removed some more of these cliffs, so I've got a wider pathway over here. I'll probably have to sort of tweak and modify this bit here and what have you, just so I can sort of take the pathway going around that way as well. And I do need to do something with you guys there and get you into an apiary somewhere, so that needs to be done as well. But I'll crack on, get some materials, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, we have a basic shaping. It is very bland and very sort of linear in colour. We will texture it all in and texture all the blocks up going forward. So that will be gone, and we're going to put arches in here and sort of here in there as well, and put an extra bit of support around the edge of the walkway along the top there as well. I might take this up a little bit higher and put a little bit of a roof on that, so it's got like a little gap in between if they wish to stop. And maybe think about if there's people working in the house or in the farm, there's a passing point there on the bridge. But I want to sort of put something in the middle in there, and I've not picked it up. I'll go and get it in a second. I want to get some resin. I want to sort of dig out some windows into the wall in the middle, where there's like resin, maybe like iron bars in front of it, just sort of like, so it's like indented into it, but like there's a bit of a colour with the resin, the orange in there as well, just to bring that into it as well, and sort of break up the greyness. I also think, because I've got it a full 7x7 down at the bottom, I did widen it up to 7x7 as I was building it. I stopped there to sort of indent the corners, so it's not as like square. However, I might then, going up here, have some chains and lanterns off it, just to give it a bit of illumination up at the tower as well. I think that would help as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some resin, we'll try and get some stuff in the middle. We'll see what that looks like. Something like that in the wall. We'll put iron bars behind it, just to sort of break it up a bit. Let's take a few of these away and we'll go and have a quick look. There you go. I don't know whether the iron bars work or not, or whether to just take the iron bars out altogether. Let me just try taking the iron bars out altogether. Can I get there from above? So that's going to free cam this time, might be easier. That might look a bit better. Just space it out a little bit down here. So this is sort of 5 deep. So if I give it a gap, if I put a gap in and put it all the way down, let me try that. I think I might as well sleep and get rid of the weather as well. Right, what's that looking like? That's looking better. Still think it needs something else. Not quite sure what yet. Maybe not having them as big. But let me get them in all the way around. And I'm also going to texture it up. And I think as well, I might thicken up the walkway and put something else around it. Because that on its own is looking like it's just one big column of brick. So I'm going to texture this all up, put the gaps in all the way around, thicken up the main waterway. I'll get rid of that second layer of dirt, and then we'll see where we are after that. But yeah, I think this will work. It just needs some more detail to it. Right, we're back with you in a minute. So there we go, one decorated up tower. So I've added in all the different textures, sort of like the cobble, the stone, the smooth tuft and so forth all the way down. We've got lighting all the way down it using the dark oak fences, brought those in as well. And I've added some stairs in it just to sort of break up a little bit, make it look not as smooth and as flat. The resin is all in place all the way down now, giving that a little pop of colour onto the tower. I quite like that as well. So on the other side here, added in a bit of extra support for the main walkway as well. And I've worked out a rough archway, which I'm going to put in using... I'm not quite sure the material yet. I'm probably going to go stone and stone brick, I think. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to use wood. And I think I will probably use spruce. So I've got an ample supply of spruce, but a nice big wooden archway supported in there. So I'll go and attach on the side of the building there, and then go all the way around onto the cliff face. So get that one in place, and then we'll mirror the same on this side as well, and match all this all the way up. This tower here, when it stops at the top of the waterway, I want to extend it up a little bit. I might put a little bit of a roof on it, just to sort of give it that, like you've got a little gap in the middle there where you can sort of like get a bit of shelter if it's raining, that sort of thing. And in all offence, as it's all empty inside, I can always potentially put things inside there if I want to going forward. No plans at the moment, but you never know. May want to introduce something in there as well, going at some point in the future. So, next step for me, archway in. Repeat the same on this side, and then probably just build up a little building on top of there as well, and we'll see what that looks like after that. So let me get that done, and once that's done, I'll bring you back in, and we'll see where we're after that. Right, archers in. I've changed some of the stone brick out for tufts, just to sort of give it a bit of a contrast as well, and there's the tuft supports going down. May make them a little bit thicker, or maybe put little curves on each one of those, just to sort of like highlight them a bit more. But generally, I quite like that what it is at the moment. I was looking more of a deeper curve, but I couldn't get it looking right. And what have you, I did try it with the spruce as well, but ultimately I went back to stone because I think that looks better than what we had with the spruce. And in the middle, we put a little building. We're using the same stripped dark oak as we have with the house, sort of to match that in there as well. Again, with the tiled roof, I've used copper. But I sort of like try to texture it going up the different stages of the oxidized copper. That's all waxed as well now, so that won't change. I might try and bring the orange a little bit more down into it, but it's fine as it is. I quite like that. And it's the same on the other side. And then I've started slowly taking away bits here. I've started working a little bit of the frame down the side here just as an example. And what I will do is put some sort of like lighting on here. So we have got like the street lights. Where are they? Where are the street lights? So like there. The fences going up with the lanterns. I might do something like that, or a different sort of lantern downside here, because obviously the torches will be going. But this is a little central bit, a couple of like benches or seats at the side of it, so you can stop and rest. Might put like a little, you can actually attach a horse, I suppose, to one of those fences there if you're coming over that way. But yeah, so I need to continue these on each side, get those in place, get the streetlights in, get all the pathway put in as well, because that needs to be sorted out here. And do a tidy up a bit of an edge here as well. I think I might just remove some of that dirt. And I think the brick wall we've got over there, the sporting wall, is bring that along here as well, just so it's sort of in line and matching. And then possibly do the same along here as well, so that this wall's sort of being reinforced as well, and sort of blocked in, so that's not going to cave in onto the path. One or two of these away, just so I can curve the path in a little bit better. But I think that will do the job. And then we've got a nice bridge over here. We can bring our horse over here. Again, if I want to put something more in here, I can do. There's nothing stopping me doing that. Like I say, if I want to then also go down, because there's nothing inside there, it's all empty. We can always maybe put something in there going forward. But then I'll just tie the pathway coming into here. We've got a pathways going around here. And then the next step is when we come around to here, is actually, if I go, where's the free cam button? Is that it? There we are. No, that's not the free cam button. That's the free cam button. Is take a pathway. I need to get a pathway down here, over to there, and a bridge over to the tree farm. I think we'll get that done as well today. Although this bridge has taken me quite a while to do. Although I've not recorded a lot of it, I've more talked about it, but I need to sort of work out the best way to bring this sort of down here from where the pathway is. It's here. Maybe get it, I'll sort of wind down a bit. Could be a bit of a steep drop, to be perfectly honest. Or, yeah, look, I've got all caves around here as well. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. And I haven't got a pathway over this side. I didn't plan that well, did I? Although this one here, that could potentially come around. We'll see. We'll see. But we need to sort of pathway out for that anyway. So, that's all good. So, I'm going to cut away. I can see, what's my bending distance on? 20. I normally have it at 16. And you can't often see the stuff down there. But I suppose putting 20 on, I'm getting more sight of things. So when I'm on this pathway around here, and I do look down there, then yeah, I am seeing the storage window down there, and everything else what is built in down there. Oh, that's nice. You can't see much past it, so I can't see the houses past it, but as when we build up more down there, but of course there is that pathway what is going out there, and that can lead down out to that way anyway. Oh, excellent. Right, I'll get this done. I'm also going to get that removed, and that removed, because we're not going to use them. We've got one bridge over, I think that's all we need. I don't think we need to have multiple bridges going forward, so let's get rid of these as well. I'll be back with you in a minute. And there we go, one completed bridge, all in place, additional lighting added all the way down. I've created these little wooden arches to add into it. Let's go over and have a look. I've also sort of modified this wall here and put textured it up as well, just to sort of add some additional lighting as well, to light it all up, and extended the pathway around here. We've got little arches going all the way over the bridge. Plenty of light on the bridge, so it keeps it safe. And say loads of other lanterns around here to give it lots of additional lighting. Textured up pathway, little gap in the middle where you can stop and have a rest, and then it continues all the way over to here, where I then merged the pathway into this pathway here, and then we are missing a block. Where's the block gone? Let's just pinch the block from here. I didn't realise the block was missing there. Let's do that instead. But yeah, that pathway comes into here, and there we go, one bridge all in place. So, with that done, I now want to focus on pathways. think we can put a pathway that way, going down over to the island. If you look down here, kind of been working out where it's going to go. So I'll put some torches, sort of just lining the rough location of the path. Not keeping it straight, so curve it, bend it, bit of interest into it. And then that will lead us all the way down out here. And then back round over to where our storage windmill is. And once these pathways in place, we can then start working on builds around the pathways as well. Or just areas of interest, tie them all up, give them a bit more personality around them. And then this comes out to here. And that's where our windmill is and our portal. And that's all good there. Let's go back up to the top. Right, back out at the farm. I think these paths around here need a bit of additional extras added onto it, like some bushes, hedges around the edge of it, things like that, a bit of bone meal on some of the grass just to finish it off. And there we see our tree farm off in the distance, but I've worked out a pathway down here. Sort of filled in some spots like this to give it a bit more cover and support. But worked out sort of where the pathway will go. And then this will come all the way down here, around here. Again, not keeping the straight path, making it a bit more curvy and interesting as we go forward. We can add things around it. And then this will eventually lead out down to the tree farm. Ta-da, there's a tree farm. And I'm probably thinking coming somewhere maybe around here. A little bridge over to it. And then we'll just stop at that point anyway. We'll stop here anyway. I'll do the bridge another day. But at least I can get a horse down to here. I want to extend this area out in the tree farm for storage as well, because I've got the pale wood to come in there as well. I've got the saplings, I want to get the leaves, I want to add loads of extra stuff I want to start collecting over here as well, so that all needs to be taken into account. But that is the next step now. I think we need to get these pathways in place. We need to start getting these all put in. I've got myself some stairs and some slabs. I think that's the first step, and then we can come back in and texture it afterwards. So I'm going to cut away. I'm going to start doing some placing of all these, and then we can get, once we've got our pathways in place, we've got our bridge in place, we've got a lot more access now on foot or horse, as well as by sea, to a lot of the areas in well, this part of the road anyway, and then that'll all be good. So I'll crack on with that, and I'll see you all shortly. Okay, doke, we've got a load of pathways in place now, so what we'll do now is we'll take the donkey. Let's take the donkey for a ride. We'll head over there and try the pathways out. This will be a good opportunity to see what it's like getting a horse or donkey all around here. From here, ideally over to the tree farm or down to the windmill storage. So we've now got the bridge in place to get across to the barn. And this is all fine. And what I've been doing, actually, I'll go this way. I've now been adding further decoration around all these pathways as well around here. So we've got all leaves around the paths, been texturing it all up. There's a few bits where looks like some of the seeds have popped out. I presume it's from creatures walking over them. But we've now got a pathway going over down here. Again, I'm trying to, I missed a few torches to remove. I'll come back and take them out. I've been putting lanterns in here. Trying to avoid using torches for a light source. Ow! That's going to have to go. Right, that's one mushroom to go. I sort of focused on the leaves, I didn't focus on the mushrooms. And there we go. Out to the tree farm. Excellent, that was fine. No issue there apart from that one mushroom. And the fact that it's not straight as well, it's a bit curvy, a bit of interest. I can maybe start adding some stuff. Out, mushroom there again. To sort of like in the woodlands around here and stuff like that. Start adding some more features and buildings as well. Okay, and we'll go this way now. Okay, I can't get through there. That's just probably just some of the bushes. And this one I've added some more like moss around the side of the pathway, just sort of like add a bit more texture to it as well. I think maybe some rooted dirt could come in as well. Add some of that in as well, just sort of like break up the pathway a bit more from the edge to the ground, from the sort of like the grass to the path. And things like here where I sort of put some dirt in to show it up, maybe put a little wall in there as well, just to sort of like, you know, make it look like it's been sort of like strengthened up to stop it collapsing. And this is as far as I've got here. I stopped here at this point because, in all fairness, I need to work out what's going on over here, space wise as well. Over here, so like maybe need to get some of the we've got this trim around the edge here, finish it off all the way around that side as well, and then work out what I want to build over here before I start putting some pathways into it. But you can actually get out here and you get all the way to the windmill, and assuming you can stay out of the water, I can hitch you to that. Brilliant. There we go. So pathways are now in place. Everywhere is connected up. There's little things now. There's no pathway over to those two houses, so like I'm going to put little bridges over here as well. So things like that needs to be done. And I think next episode we're going to come back down here to the water, to these houses. Maybe put another couple of properties up. I was on putting like a tavern, sort of there, something like an inn or something like that around there. So I think some more properties around here to sort of fill this area up. Maybe think about what's going over this central area here, apart from this windmill. And start thinking about also like things like bridges. Like I want one over there, do I want one over here? Do some more connecting up as well. And sort of start expanding this area down here. So that will be next episode. But right now I'll wrap this episode up here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, consider subscribing if you haven't done already, ring the bell, notify our future content, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.